Hi, good morning, friends. Welcome to Village of Venetia. Another early morning show with Jacob, Julia, Kennedy, and Max running the floor. And so it's always good to have good folks out there doing the camera work. I'm Rich Roberts, Pastor Rich Roberts from Historic Rights Church, and also from Edwards Chapel at the corner of Chapel Hill Road and Highway 136. Well, let's do the first song here. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a beautiful day in the beauty wood. A beautiful day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, will you be mine? Could you be mine? Oh, won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, we're talking about the Village of Venetia and all the that little neighborhood down. It's the very beginning of Peters Township. If you were around for this past weekend, Saturday was a big day in the village. It was light up day at the end, light up night on that Saturday, but we started with pianos and pancakes. Just a beautiful rendition of food and friends and fun. That was at from 9 to 11 right there at Historic Rights Church. Had some great performers there. I think 4 different piano players came in and just blessed us with wonderful tunes. I was in the kitchen and had a good helper from next door from the school and the old Venetia school, and so from the Heritage Society. Oh my goodness, how much fun. We just laughed until we cried. And then you went next door, saw the trains, the Dare Model Railroad train display, the folks that are there on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then they were there all day Saturday from 9 to 6. And the whole top floor of the old Venetia school there is all trains. It's like going to the Carnegie Science Center, whatever they're calling it now, and seeing that display. If you had a train display around your house when you were growing up, like we did at our house on Saxonburg Boulevard, we would go to bed on Christmas Eve with just a bare tree on a platform up on sawhorses with a piece of plywood. And then Santa would come and decorate the tree and put up the train and all the houses underneath. And when my brother and I would get up at 6 o'clock, I think my folks were just crawling into bed. And they were always so tired on Christmas Day. Then the relatives would come and, oh my goodness, I just hope the same and the wish for you out there in all of your Christmas time that is to come. But we're talking about the trains over there at the Venetia Heritage Center. And then what else? We had quilt raffle, we had poinsettias for sale. There were bird houses, homemade bird houses for sale there too. So it was a busy day. And then across the street at the original Wright House was Soup and Stroll, their big fundraiser. I haven't heard the amounts yet. I think the attendance was down a little bit this year from last year, but it was kind of cold. It was kind of whatever it was. But I had the best time at the little cabin in the back, 1762, and normally you can walk up there to be a part, but there were 3 folks up there with a fire going and telling some wonderful stories. And also the guy brought his flintlock, a rifle, musket shot, whatever that is, and he did a demonstration for that. So it was really cool. Out of all the things of the big light up night in Village of Venetia last Saturday, I think it was my favorite, seeing the musket demonstration and just hanging out with folks up there they had mulled cider and some other things from the early colonial days, and everybody was dressed in colonial garb. It was just, it was like, if you remember the first Indiana Jones movie, when he goes, I think that's it, yeah, the first one, he goes into Tibet and is in that bar with, and meets his friend, and there was one of these folks had all these furs and stuff on, and an old colonial Santa. Anyway, it was great fun. Let's do a little Christmas song. We got some Frosty out there this morning. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman was a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when he placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Down through the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, "Catch me if you can." He led them down the streets of town right to the traffic cop, and he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, "Stop!" Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." Thumpity-thump, thump, thumpity-thump, thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity-thump, thump, thumpity-thump, thump, over the hills of snow. And you're running through the hills of snow right here in Peters Township in the village of Venetia. No delay, or we didn't have that kind of snow. There were some delays in some areas this morning, but because it was a little slippery out there on this Thursday, what is it, the 10th, 11th, something like that of December. Man, not many days to go until Christmas gets here. And so hopefully you're getting your shopping done and getting things done that needs to happen. We've been doing Christmas tunes all over the place. We're at the Canonsburg Senior Center this past week on Monday and just had a great time over there in downtown Canonsburg. And of course they're coming off of their Victorian Christmas that they do that first weekend of December. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, crafters and food and performers and I think 3 different stages. And it was just, we didn't get a chance to go this year because of our own event, but the past years. And it's just a wonderful time because they can close down the main street there. We can't do that in the village of Venetia because it's Venetia Road. And so we can't have that kind. But you can ride through the parking lot and come see. I invite you to come see our tree. Now for the last, 9 years, we've always invited a crew to come out on that Friday night of Light Up Night from here. And they would come, and they would come to the school and or come to the church, see the tallest Christmas tree in Washington County. And that's what we have again with the lights that come on every evening. So I invite you to come down 788 Venetia Road and drive through the school parking lot and see the huge tree with all the lights on it. And it's just a great time to get into the Christmas spirit, that's for sure. One of the things that we did down at the Canonsburg Senior Center is we told a wonderful story about one of the great Christmas carols. Actually not a carol, but one of the great Christmas songs. At this time of the year, when I was growing up, and maybe those that are my age remember Jack Bogut and Christmas that they would do in the department stores in downtown Pittsburgh. And it was all raising money for Children's Hospital. They'd have being Gimbals one week, Horns, and then Kaufman's. And I went to Dorseyville Junior High. And we'd win the Farkleberry Trophy. I think we won it more than any other school. I think Derry area school district always gave us a run for our money. But I know we won the Farkleberry Award, 4 years, and for raising the most money for Children's Hospital. And so I used to be able to go down there, and they'd be in the window broadcasting for the radio. And you'd take your check and they'd do an interview with you, and it was just fantastic in those busy sidewalks, city sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. Let's do that one. Busy sidewalks, city sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Signs of street lights, even stoplights, blinking bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. In the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all this bustle, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Little silver bells. If you like a Christmas music, much better than what I can play here, I invite you to come December the 20th out to Historic Rites Church. Keep Rites Alive. It's a fundraiser. We started doing these back in last year. This will be our fourth concert. December the 20th at 7 o'clock. You'll hear some great, great Christmas renditions from very fine performers, that's for sure, that are local. We've had folks in the Pittsburgh Symphony come to be with us. There's the poster right there. And it's a candlelight concert. We literally have, I think, 5,000 candles that decorate our sanctuary. And so I guess call for tickets, or you can scan that QR code there, and it'll tell you how to get tickets, because I can't tell you how to do it. But yeah, you don't want to miss this. Hopefully you'll get everything done, all your shopping, and you can just relax and come out and enjoy. It's about an hour and 15-minute show, but just lots of scenes from White Christmas, different performers, youth and adults. And then I think Anthony Luisi will be there with us with his Sinatra stuff. So there's just going to be some great, great performers in this candlelight concert to Keep Rites Alive on December the 20th. So you want to put that on your calendar. And I think tickets are $25, but it does help keep our lights on. And as you're going into the church there, we've got the big star right above the door. And it's star power, because you think about all the shows that we do there. The Wright Company is there. They do about 3 shows a year. Then Kathy's Music does all their recitals right there at the Historic Rites Church. And also South Hills Children's Choir we were their home base. And I'll tell you about an event coming up for them. It's Britsburg is this Saturday night at Hines Chapel. And that benefits South Hills Children's Choir. They're going to be singing wonderful things there. There's the sign right there. Allegheny Brass Band, South Hills Children's Choir in Hines Chapel this Saturday. You can tell you how to get tickets right there. It starts at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a great, great performance, and you don't want to miss that. So we'll get back to you right after a little break that we take here. So don't go away. See you soon. Yeah, if you remember going down to Children's Hospital, raising money for Children's Hospital with the 3 department stores in Pittsburgh, and the great Jack Bogut and on Katie, and that was just a great time. Another great announcer that I always enjoy, Paul Harvey, and he tells this story about one of our favorite Christmas songs. In the recording business, he says, the seasons come at you well in advance. So we have a popular singer sitting in his Hollywood home in the dead of summer, plowing through stacks of sheet music and demos to hopeful for something to record for Christmas time. Stacks and stacks of music were before him, ranging from the impossible to the unsingable. There was, however, 3 songs that the singer thought was rather charming. One tune titled, He's a Chubby Little Fellow, referring, of course, to Santa Claus, the old Saint Nick. There was a second song conspicuously called Santa, 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 and a third number, which the singer particularly liked, was called If It Don't Snow on Christmas. So there was no question that this singer wanted to record and release all 3 songs for the winter holidays, hoping to have a hit with at least one. But this is the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey tells it. There was a problem. There wasn't a 4th side. I mean, if you remember from those days, 2 of the songs would fill up one record side, A and B, of a 45, but the 3rd song needed a flip side, and quite frankly, none of the others sent to this singer he evaluated wasn't appealing at all. A young songwriter from New York had sent a demo recording to his home, and the singer's wife heard it, and she adored it. In fact, it was her husband's rhetoric of extreme objections. She convinced her husband to record for this 4th side, and he did. All 4 new Christmas songs, brand new, were to be cut the same day. The recording studio had set aside 3 hours for the task. The union was very strict about time limitations. As the recording session commenced, so did the difficulties, technical problems, arguments with the producer, and before anyone realized what had happened, 2 hours and 50 minutes had passed, and the 4th side had not yet been recorded. Well, the arranger began to panic. Now it's less than 10 minutes left in the session, but there's only this dumb 4th side anyway, so let's just throw it in and let it go, and that's what they did. I mean, literally. The singer ran to the microphone, lyrics in his hand, music on one take, and the engineer's voice boomed over no rehearsal. Then at the end of the song, that's it, it's a wrap, and the session went dark. That was 75 Christmases ago. And since then, that 4th side that only the singer's wife could love has been recorded and loved by 7 decades of children, large and small. It sold 2.5 million records that first year. It passed the 10 million mark in 1980, 40 years ago. I mean, that one record that was done in one take in 1948 continues to score in the top 20 of Billboard magazine's every December, posting 16 just last year. Even with all the Taylor Swift hype and Beyonce moviegoers, this song is still number 2 in all-time sales, right behind Bing Crosby's White Christmas, still after all these years. The song was offered to Bing Crosby, who turned it down. So did many other singers at the time in 1948. But a woman named Ida did not turn it down. It was Ida Autry who encouraged her husband, Gene Autry, to record this song about the ugly duckling red-nosed reindeer called Rudolph. And now you know the rest of the story. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it closed. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as he shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Little Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Did you get that story? It was kind of fun to put that out there. But we got some music coming up. I already told you about the things that we did last weekend and the great light-up weekend at Village of Venetia. Things were going on in Cannonsburgh. So on December the 20th, coming up just next Saturday at 7 o'clock, a great Christmas concert right at the Historic Rites Church. 5,000 candles. They're all battery operated. They're not, but it's like these candlelight concert series that folks do to make money in the city of Pittsburgh. You can go to lots of different venues with lots of different themes. Google it. You'll see candlelight concerts. But Google specifically the candlelight concert, Keep Rites Alight, on the 20th, and come be with us. Tickets are $25, I think. Scan that QR code on there, and you'll hear some great, great performers. Much better than what I'm doing here today, folks. You won't hear this honky-tonk kind of stuff. You'll hear some great, great performers. They've been practicing now for weeks, and for a great concert that night. Also, if this Saturday coming up is Britsburg, and I've never been to this event, but South Hills Children's Choir, one of the organizations that is fantastic. They do a great job. In fact, they were down at University of Pittsburgh in the International Rooms this past Saturday or Sunday, and we went down there. My wife plays for them, and I've never been there. All those years in Pittsburgh, I've never been to those international rooms, and we got to visit Romania and Lithuania and Germany and Ireland, and it was fantastic. But Britsburg is this Saturday at Heinz Chapel, right there on the campus of Pitt. It's 7 o'clock. Tickets, you see, are $35 for non-members. And I wasn't going to, I got to take the keyboard down there because South Hills Children's Choir, but I wasn't going to go. I was just going to take it in and then leave, but then it said mince pie. I thought, wait a minute, Christmas drinks, Christmas cakes, and mince pie? Are you kidding? So when I take the keyboard in, hopefully they'll let me hang out there with them, turn some pages or something. But it's a great event to go to, along with all your other Christmas events that you got going on. But come on out to Venetia, see the tallest lit Christmas tree in the county of Washington, and there's not quite as many lights as we used to have on it because we never take the lights off of it, and with all the wind and stuff like that we've been having happen this past year. But it's still salvageable. Ride through there. Come see the trains on Saturday. The train club is there on Wednesdays and afternoons and Saturday morning. And that's just fun, just to walk and see all those trains on the top floor of the Heritage Building there, right next door. So let's do another, let's see. We were in Cannonsburgh on Monday, and which is Perry Como's hometown. Here's one of his big hits that kind of maybe picks up our spirits for this time. It's good. This is good, not just a particular Christmas song, but it's, you gotta accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy to the maximum and bring gloom down to the minimum and have faith or pandemonium liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah and the whale, Noah and the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? What did they do? Accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah and the whale, Noah and the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said you gotta accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. One more time. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Accentuate the positive. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, a little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and fit us for heaven to live with thee there. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Lots of opportunities coming up this Saturday night. Britsburg, downtown, Heinz Chapel, South Hills Children's Choir will be there. I think it's $35 for a ticket, but there's Christmas drinks, cakes, pies. You're going to enjoy that. On the 20th, next Saturday, is Keep Rights Alive. The concert right at Historic Rights Church, 5,000 candles, and lots of performers, much better than what you're hearing here right now. But it's a fundraiser for the church to kind of keep things going down there. So come on out and support us. If you're looking for a Christmas Eve service, I don't want to pass these up. Edwards Chapel, the corner of Chapel Hill Road and Highway 136 has a 5 o'clock service, and Historic Rights Church has a 7 o'clock service. Christmas Eve, all Christmas songs. You can light a candle, take it home with you, and enjoy all the Christmas stuff that's right before you. So we'll do a little Silent Night, Holy Night, which is one verse as we leave. All is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child. Where are we going? Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. And have a Merry Christmas coming up. We'll be back with you hopefully next week. Do one more show before the Christmas break comes to us. Tonight, though, big concert. All the choirs of the high school will be there. Room 100. Folks in here are in room 100. They'll be there tonight. And so this is, come on out and see the Christmas concert tonight. God bless you all. We love you. See you next week. Bye.